Hi team, welcome back to Meta Tutorials. In this tutorials, we are going to see how to texture these tables using Substance Painter. In last two tutorials, we see how to model these tables in first one, and second one, we'll see how to do UV unwrap these tutorials. I share both the tutorial link in the descriptions. Before we move any model for a Substance Painter, we have to do some check-in actions. The first one is we need to check that UV unwrap. Is the UV unwrap is proper means fine. Yes, we have done this UV unwrap for this table, so it is fine. The second one is face orientations. So I go to this drop down and this face orientations. Yes, whatever there as a blue color, the face orientation is fine. But whatever there as a red color, that orientation is wrong. It is inverted, so we need to invert that red color area into blue color. We'll see how to do this. Now I'm in object mode. I press tab to change to edit mode. Now I'm in vertex, so I select this bottom slab. This slab is in red color, so it is inverted. I select one line and press L to select the mesh object and go to mesh, normals, flip. Yes, now the work for this bottom table is done. Now you have to start work on this particular object. Now I'm in edge mode. I turn to face mode by pressing 3. I select this one. I press L to select this particular loop. Same thing, mesh, normals, flip. Yes, everything is blue, so everything faces corrected. So it's 100% perfect to move for a Substance Painter. So I press tab again, so I'm in object mode. Now we have to export these objects. So I go to file, export, and I plan to do it in FBX. So FBX. Out of this we need to select only mesh, so we don't need camera and all. And the main thing is we have to tick this one, selected objects, because in this one we have this table as well as human avatar model. If we take interior projects, we have more than 20 models. So if we take everything to Substance Painter, it won't work. The Substance Painter will crash. So I take only this one, and this is the option where we need to select the placement area, and this is the coffee table name. So coffee table underscore substance, this is fine. Export FBX. Yeah, now we'll check this. Yeah, coffee table underscore substance, this is the file which we exported from Substance Painter, sorry, Blender. Let's open the Substance Painter. Okay, our Substance Painter is ready. I go to file, new. I give the select options and browse the object which we export now. I select this one. I select open. After that we don't need to change anything. I'm okay with this 1025, that means full HD. So okay with this. OpenGL is also fine. I give OK. Yes, if you see this means this model is 100% perfect. If you found any gap means that object is not good. Is there any, so that there will be an issue in model. Now we have 100% perfect UVW and face orientation also fine. Before we start work in Substance Painter, let's see the navigation options of Substance Painter. First, I press Alt and middle mouse button. I move my mouse to left and right to drag toward left side and right side. The second option is same, Alt and left click button in mouse and move my mouse left and right to rotate toward left side and right side. The third option is Alt and right click in mouse, move my mouse left and right toward for zoom in and zoom out. We have 3 more options there. The first one is if I press F1 means we get 2D as well as 3D. Okay, I want to see only means I have to press F2. The last one is F3 for only 2D. So I have F1 for 2D and 3D, F2 for only 2D, sorry only 3D, F3 for only 2D. Okay, I press F2. Now it's in 3D mode. Okay, the object is perfect. So it's time to bake these objects. Go to texture set settings, and here we need to give bake mesh. Once we get this bake mesh, we need to change some options here. If you are using this output for AR VR, means max to max we can select for 1K, that means 1024. My system spec is too low, so I go with 512. Okay, then we don't need to change anything. The anti-aliasing, we have to change this into 2 into 2. Then I give bake mesh. Depends upon the system speed and polygon value, the baking time may be vary, so I'll fasten this process. Once it turned to tick and 100%, that means that baking is complete. So I press OK. Then I switch to layer mode. Now it is a wooden coffee table, so I plan to apply a wooden texture here. I am in materials, so I write wood. I have 3 default wood, so I plan to go with this black wood. So click and drag it here. Yes, this is the output we get. This is fine. This is not fine. It should be horizontal line, and this is also not fine. It should be vertical line. So there are little bit of issues there. So first I rotate this full textures. So I go it here, move, or else I select this one, give 90 degree. Yes, this is the one which I export. I'm 100% okay with this output. And but this texture size is pretty big, so I adjust the scaling value into 3. Yes, this is fine. So I give file, export textures. Here is the myth came. First thing is we need to select the export area. Okay, so this is the option. I select this one and I browse the area which we need to export the file. So exporting location is done, and output type. So an output template, we have lot of template here. For Blender we need to do some small actions. So this is the template output. PBR metallic roughness. PBR metallic roughness is closer to Blender value. So I take duplicate of this and I change this name into Blender BLENDER_02. Okay, I don't need these two options, so I delete these two and I press move this OpenGL to RGB channel. Yes, this is the output template for a Blender, and that Blender, the template name is Blender_2. I have already Blender_1 and 2. That means I have already used the same options. For your learning only I show this one. So Blender_2 is that output template which we create now. Okay, I go to settings and I press this drop down. What is the name which we create? Blender_2. Yes, so I select this Blender_2 and I select the output as a PNG format. 8-bit is fine. I give export. Everything is export. We'll check in the particular area. Yes, this is the output image which we get from the Substance Painter. Now it's time to import this output into Blender. I get away from the face orientations, go to file, go to edit, preference. In this add-ons I have to press node, node. Make sure that this tick is enable. If it is not enabled, just make it as enable. Then come to shading. Which this checker pattern is a texture which you use for validating the UV entrap. So I delete this checker pattern. I select this principal BSF. I press Shift, Control and T. Then I browse the output. This is the output which we get. Principal texture settings. Yes, this is the texture which we get from Substance Painter. So the texturing process is also completed. We have see how to model this table, how to do UV unwrap this table, and how to do the texture in Substance Painter, and how to export the texture from Substance Painter to Blender. So we have see the full process. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up and subscribe my channel. If you have any doubt on this tutorials, just write. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up and subscribe my channel. If you have any doubts, you can write in comment section. I will reply for your comment sections. Thank you for watching these tutorials.